It's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I am using the Have a Hoot bundle, which is in the new mini catalogue, the August-December catalogue. The card I'm going to be making is nothing to do with Valentine's, Halloween or Christmas. So what I'm really showing you with this card is that Have a Hoot is not just for August through December. I'm actually making just a birthday card. So this is the card that I have prepared. I just remembered I did some ribbon and I hadn't remembered where I put it, and I now know where it is. I had it drying up here. Anyway, so I've got all the little bits that I need in here. So let me get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to stamp my owl, and it's the one with the little parcel. And as I say, parcels are for every time of the year, not just for Christmas or Halloween. They can be for birthdays too. So let me just stamp that down. I am using a sentiment from Itty Bitty Birthdays. So there we are. That is my sentiment, and my sentiment. It's not my sentiment at all. It's my owl. And what I will be doing, except I've done a Blue Peter, is die cutting it before I do anything else. But as I say, I've done a Blue Peter. So here is one I've prepared earlier. I've also die cut one of the tags. The tags come in a sheet of 3. So you get small, medium, large. I've used the large. You can either run them all through at the same time, or you can just pop this on the edge of a piece of paper and just die cut the one, which is actually what I did. So we're going to be doing some ink blending, and we're going to be doing some blend work. Let me just grab a scrap piece of paper, also known as the back of an order receipt form thingy. So I'm going to start with my ink blending here so that I can have a chance to dry a bit. I'm using Coastal Cabana and Melon Mambo for my colours. So, I'm going to need some more ink in there. So let me just get on that. So all I'm doing is squeezing, not hard enough, clearly. Squeezing into my lid, that's better, so that I can then pick the colour up with a sponge dauber. And I've got glycerin. I keep going on about this, but I put glycerin on my sponge daubers because then it helps keep the inks moving smoothly. So all I need to do is just come in from the bottom and add my ink. And I'll go up to about a half or a third of the way up. It's not a precise science. And then I'm going to swap over to my Coastal Cabana, which needs more ink in the lid. And I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. And then when they overlap, now this was kind of interesting finding. It wasn't an intentional finding, but it was quite interesting because originally I was going to use Gorgeous Grape as well. And then I found that this happens. So when you put Melon Mambo and Coastal Cabana together, you get a colour that is not far off Gorgeous Grape. Just saying. So that's that bit done. The other bit of inking that I need to do is for my background. This is the Bricks and Mortar 3D embossing folder from the annual catalogue. And somewhere I have buried, there we are, my crumb cake ink pad. And again, I've got a sponge dauber, and this time I'm just going to be running up and down, so it's less of a blend and more of a just sort of, you don't want to put too much pressure on because you want the more raised areas to pick up more of the ink than the flatter areas so that you get that whole 3D look. We are then going to cut this down. So I might go a little bit that way as well, but again, not too much. And just a light pressure, just so that we've got a nice texture in the background. So that's that. And I need to colour this. Now I am trying to remember to zoom in when I'm doing blending, or blends, should I say. So let me get rid of that because I don't actually need that for my blends. So, can I zoom in? Yes. Not that I'm doing a huge amount of blend work with this. I've got both of the crumb cakes, so dark and light crumb cake, and I've got light Bermuda Bay, which I think is close to Coastal Cabana, and light, oh, I should have light and dark Melon Mambo. I put my dark one away. How silly. But oh no, I don't need it. Do I need it? No, I don't need it. That's why I put it away. It's sad. I have been doing this Leaders Summit and my brain is fried. So I'm just going to colour the parcel with the light Bermuda Bay. And then I've got to check that I am still in camera because I am so zoomed in. And then the light Melon Mambo. And then I'm going to have dark crumb cake for most of my owl. So yes, the Leaders Summit has been amazing, but it has left me somewhat fried. Oh, I've just realised I didn't colour his toes on the first one. Because we're doing it on US Mountain Time, it starts with them at, you know, kind of 9 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night with us. The Australians have to get up early, and sorry, I should say all of the South Pacific, so it's Australia, New Zealand and Japan. They have to get up early in the morning. We have to stay awake until 3 o'clock in the morning, which is a little late for me. On Saturday morning, I got to bed at about 2, and I asked my husband to respect the fact that I needed some sleep, so to let me lie in. This is going to worry me. I'm doing this off camera, but I need to paint his toes in on the one I did before because it's annoying me now. So yes, I did ask him to respect the fact that I was going to need a lie-in. 10 o'clock I woke up. Unheard of for me to get 8 hours sleep. Just saying. I must have been absolutely shattered. Right, I'm going to do the top of his eyelids in light crumb cake as well. But I'm going to leave the bottom. Right, okay, so that's all the blends. So let's see if I can do this the right way. Now I'm going the wrong way, inevitably. There we go. So, get rid of those for the moment. Right, so all we need to do now, let me grab the tag out of there, is cut my wood piece down. Oh, my wood? It's not wood, it's bricks and mortar. Why did I think it was wood? Happy day. Right, can't remember how long this was. Let me measure this and then that'll give me a... Right, so I'm going 4 5/8 by 3. Yeah. So 4 5/8 by 3. So I'm going to take about ½ an inch off that side. The reason I'm kind of done a whole piece to then cut down is because I wanted it to go all the way to the edge. So 4 how much did I say? 4 5/8. Yay much. Hopefully that is the right size. Or not. Right, so I need to trim it down a little bit more. Ah, dear dear. So this is 3 inches, right, so I need to go down to there, I think. Let's keep our fingers firmly crossed that that is the right size. Yes! The measurements will be on my website, as ever. So you can find those from the link below. If you click on the link that is the associated blog post in the description bar, you will go straight through to the post for this project. I'm going to use liquid adhesive to stick this down. I don't generally use liquid adhesive. Actually, I'm going to put it on here. I don't generally use liquid adhesive for the Smooth Whisper White or the Smooth Very Vanilla, because I do find that sometimes the glue leaves kind of ridges in it. But because we've got lumps and bumps in this anyway, that's not a worry for me. And it just means that by using the liquid adhesive, there's more chance of some of the lumps and bumps actually attaching themselves to the card. And then this is going to go there. Now I'm using the opposite colourway. So on my first version, I used a large piece of Coastal Cabana and a small piece of Melon Mambo. And this time I've just switched it round. Just so that we can see the difference, and then you can tell me which one you prefer by leaving a comment below the description bar. Oh, do remember, if you don't subscribe already, to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell, and that way you will get to know when I post a video. This is the silver metallic edged ribbon in the annual catalogue. Metallic edged silver ribbon. Can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's that, which I've just coloured with the light Melon Mambo. This is the crinkle ribbon, the white crinkle ribbon, which I've coloured with the light Bermuda Bay blends. I'm going to just tie that in a knot first, and then I'm going to tie a bow. So let's tie the knot, and then tie a bow. And for some reason I find it easier to tie the bow from the top. I don't know why. It's always been the way I've preferred to do it, and I don't know why. So I'm just going to shuffle my ends around a bit. Once it's sort of there or thereabouts, it's easier to manoeuvre. Famous last words. That's sort of it. I may trim down the this piece of ribbon, and I will tidy up the ends on these. So let me grab my paper snips and trim that down, and that down, and then I'm just going to shorten these a wee bit because they're a little long for me. But I'd rather have them a bit too long and trim them down than start with them too short in the first place, because you can take off but you can't add on. Right, okay, so I just need some dimensionals, and then we will be, ooh, there they are, then we will be good to go. So I want just, I don't know, 3 probably dimensionals for this. Depends on how many dimensionals you like to use, really. And, oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't stamp. Never mind. I'll just not stamp on this one. So I won't be using the itty bitty birthday stamp for this one. Brain dangerous. This is what comes of being up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'll just pop him more centrally this time. There we go. So apart from the fact I forgot to put the happy birthday or happy day on, there we go. So, oh, sticking this on a card base would be a plan, really, wouldn't it? Good grief, what has got into me? I had a card base and now I can't find it. Oh, there we are. I do apologise. I really must get more sleep before I start filming videos. Oh, and in fact, it was going to be that way. I really don't know what's got into me. Let's do a top fold. Yeah. Next time, before I film videos, I will make sure that I went to bed at some time before 2 o'clock in the morning. And that I also got a good night's sleep, which I did get a good night's sleep. Just obviously the 2 o'clock in the morning has taken its toll. I do apologise. I am, after all, only human. Clearly. So there we go. We've got the Melon Mambo or the Coastal Cabana. I would love to know which one you prefer. I hope you enjoyed the video in spite of everything. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Questions, comments, even if it's just to say, Liz, you're completely mad. I would love to see in the comments below the description bar. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you need any of these products and you're in the UK, you can find a list over on my website. They are listed below as well. And I would be absolutely honoured if you would try me as your demonstrator. Thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully when I've got a brain, very soon. Bye!